Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to day 22 of Ramadan with Hayat Academy. This is your Tafsir session. We are doing Surah Al-Mulk. Inshallah, today we will look into verse number 22. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفمن يمشي مكبا على وجهه أهدى أمن يمشي سويا على صراط مستقيم. Who is better guided? He who walks groveling on his face, or he who walks upright on a straight path? In this verse, Allah Almighty is making a comparison between the believers and the disbelievers. And He is posing a question as to who is better guided, the one who is walking on his face or the one who is walking up straight on the Sirat al-Mustaqim or the straight path. So this is a very short verse in which is prompting us to think again regarding the believers, the situation of the believers, and compare it with the situation of disbelievers. And Allah used the parable that they are walking on the face, the disbelievers. They are walking on the face. And what does that mean? You have your face stooped, you have your face down, you are not looking straight, you do not know where you're going. When you have your face down, you do not know where you're going, you are delusional, as we said in the earlier verse, and also you are lost. If you ask the disbelievers, what is the purpose of your life? They might not have, most of the time, a correct answer. They will say that we are here, we are living, and that is it. There is no specific purpose for life. It is to live and then to die, and that is it. That is the end of it. There is no specific purpose. They are here, and so they are here and living, and that is it. So they are lost, actually. And when you come to think about the deeper aspects of life, when you come to think about all the sufferings of humanity, all the things that humans go through, and when you in the end of the time, when you come to think about it, when you find that there is no purpose for all these sufferings and all these enjoyments of people who are lucky enough to have the enjoyments and all the benefits of life, uh, end of the day, when you come to know that there is no purpose for it, then you are lost. You do not find meaning in living. So it is similar to walking with your face down, that you are lost and you do not know which way you're going, and you do not know what the purpose of your existence, and all such things are given in the example of the person who is walking with their face down. And Allah is asking the question that, is this person similar to the one who is a believer? And look at the characters of the believer. They believe that they have a purpose of life. As we discussed in the second verse of Surah Al-Mulk, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah created death and life لِنَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا, to see which among you is the best of doers. That is the purpose of your creation, and to see whether Allah Almighty, are we submitting ourselves to the Creator? Are we believing in Allah Almighty and surrendering to the will of Allah Almighty? To see whether we are believers or not, whether we will be submitting ourselves, whether we will control our desires and our wants and needs and submit ourselves to the will of Allah Almighty, and whether we'll be doing righteous deeds. This is the purpose of life, and whatever that we are doing, we will be held accountable for in the day of judgment, and then we will be meeting our result of whatever that we have done during our life period. So there is a clear cut vision, and the believers definitely know what they're doing and know that they have to be responsible, and they have to face the consequences of their actions, of their words, and not only their actions and words, but also about their thoughts. So everything is very clear and very straightforward. Whereas the situation of the disbelievers is not very clear, it is delusional, and they're confused, and they do not find any special purpose for living, and all such things. So the question posed here is the one who is walking on the face similar to the one who is walking straight up in the right path? Sirat al Mustaqim is the right path. So when you are walking straight up, you know where you're going, you see the path clearly, and you have no confusion, or you have no delusion, or you are not in a place where you are lost, but rather you know everything clearly and you know where you're going. But if you have your face down and if you're walking on your face, you will not see what is happening, what is coming for you, say for not more than 1 or 2 meters in front. So it is like you are closed and confined when you are a disbeliever, but when you are a believer, you have clarity in your thoughts and in your words and in your deeds. This is the example which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put forth in verse number 22, and asking us to think about it, asking us to think which path are we in, whether we have already found the purpose of our life, or whether we are still lost and confused, whether we are a believer or whether we are a disbeliever. And if we are a disbeliever, think of our actions and conditions that we are in. And if we are a believer, how much more do we have to improve to be on the straight path, and how clear we are regarding our vision and our missions. So this is verse number 22, a very short verse, but also it is prompting us to think deeply about ourselves and about the situations that we are in. So inshallah, see you all with verse number 23 tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.